Hi, I'm excited to do a solo playthrough of Pirate Cove. I have the game set up for one player. I'm going to be the green pirate, the bot will be the yellow pirate, and I'll explain the rules as we go. So in Pirate Cove, there are 4 phases. The first phase is the planning phase, then the quest phase, then the cursed phase, then the rest phase. So let's start with the planning phase. Planning phase, we look at these quests and we decide which one we want to do. We can either attempt the quest by ourselves, or we can attempt a quest together with the bot, or we can both stay at Pirate Cove, and there's benefits to all 3. Looking at the quest, I think we're going to want to try to attempt this quest. But before we do that, on the bot, the first thing they do, which helps us make our decision, is they get 3 cards every turn at the start of the turn, which is the planning phase, and these are their 3 cards. If they were to join us on a quest, they would use these cards and contribute to the quest with those cards. And we are trying to fulfill these quest requirements. So on this card, for example, these are the quest requirements. We need 1 map card, which is a yellow card, and we need 1 damage card, which is an orange card. And we would draw 1 damage card from the damage deck. And this is how much gold we would get. The quest 1, this is how difficult the quest is. It goes from 1 to 4, 4 being the most difficult. Because we have a yellow and an orange in our hand, we're going to attempt to do this quest by ourselves. If we're doing the quest by ourselves, and I made a mistake, we should start with 2 gold on our ships. So if we do a quest by ourselves, that means that the pirate will stay at the cove. When you stay at the cove, every pirate gets a gold. The bot, human players, when they stay at the cove, can then cycle 1 card. They can discard a card and draw a card to try to get through their deck. The bot never draws cards and never plays the actions of their cards. They just flip over 3 cards. So we're going to attempt this quest. So now we're in the quest phase, and we get to play cards. In this game, you get 1 action a turn, and it takes an action to play a card. So you really need to have these shanty cards, these blue cards here. They give you more actions. And so as I play, I'm going to make a tree so you can kind of see how we play. So my first and only action is this, which gives us 2 more actions to play 2 more cards. Of course, I'm ahead of myself here. We should be drawing a damage card. We draw a 0. So we don't have to worry about taking any damage. Otherwise, we would play these whole cards. Sometimes the whole cards are used for quests, but they also have the absorb, which can absorb some of that damage. So we played the shanty card, and we can play 2 more cards. We're going to play the map card, which draws 2 cards. So we get to add 2 cards to our hand. So you can really see how you can start going through your deck. You can be playing shanty cards, more action, map cards, more cards. And then we're going to play a damage, because we need a yellow and an orange, and we actually don't have any more shanty cards, so that's going to be all of our turn. So we get the quest reward, which is 3. If the bot joined us, we could split this between us however we want. Having the gold does matter on which ship it is, because the bot can only spend gold to upgrade itself or to hire crew, and we can only spend our gold to get upgrades and to hire crew as well. So because we did the quest ourselves, we get 3 gold, and we move into the quest phase. We'll clean up first though. So this quest is done, this is done, this goes into our discard. Now we are in the quest phase, and thematically these quests are considered cursed because we weren't able to complete them. There's always going to be some quests in the row after your quest phase. And because we weren't able to complete them, there's rumors spreading around Pirate Cove that they're cursed, and no man's going to be able to, or no pirate's going to be able to basically complete them. So we can spend gold to bribe our crew to quell the rumors, basically. Now you don't have to do this. If you don't spend gold for each quest that doesn't get a gold on it, so we would be like putting it on the quest, you suffer 1 morale. That's what this morale track is right here. If you lose all your morale, you get to 0, you lose the game. You can never gain morale. You can only lose it, actually. This is one way to lose it. The other way is if both pirates stay at the cove, then you lose a morale because your crew is not out there pillaging and gaining treasure. The third way is if you take enough damage so that you go to 0, you get a new ship, you're considered stranded, and you lose 2 morale, which is pretty bad. And then you go back to 3 life afterwards. Okay, so we're now in the rest phase, because the curse phase... Oh, wait, no. Curse phase. We got to handle it. What am I going to do? I do want to upgrade here. And I want to get the figurehead, but I don't have enough for anything else. You know what? Maybe I want the bulkhead for this. That's 3. And I can get the cabin boy. Is the cabin boy pretty good? No. I'll just save my money. So I'll spend 1 gold here. So we're going to take 1 morale. Now the curse phase is over. We replenish the quests. And I'm going to move these a little bit so you can kind of see. Now we can spend gold. And I'll start with the bot. We're going to spend the bot's 2 gold to move up this modifier track. And I haven't explained what this track does yet. The cost to move up, to upgrade, is the cost of the next value. So the first upgrade's 2, the next upgrade is 3. What this does is the 3 cards that they get, you multiply it. So this counts as 2 green, 2 shanty cards, and 2 of the orange cards. If you get it to 3, they each count as 3 when doing a quest. So that's how the bot can kind of upgrade, because the bot does not get any of these special abilities or add cards to their deck, besides crew cards if they wanted to buy it. We are going to buy this bulkhead, and I'm going to put the upgrades here on my ship, because we're running out of room. That costs 3. So we don't need a crew member yet because of this, but when you get this card, at the top right here, that's what you get to add to your deck. So we're going to add an absorb card to our deck, to our discard pile, excuse me. This replenishes. Ooh, Spyglass is good. And I think we will end it there. Now at the end of the rest phase, we can get rid of a card. We have this rum card. What's a pirate game without rum, huh? This card does nothing. There are some crew members, like the cook, can use it, but basically this is dead in our hands. So we're going to discard this so we can get 2 more cards at the end of the turn. Oh, we got some shanty cards. That's good. Now it's the next turn. So you've seen a full turn. Now I'm just going to go through and sort of play the rest of the game. So this goes into the discard pile. It's the planning phase. Ooh, that's pretty good. Might be able to take this because we have 2 and 2. We just need 2 blue and 2 yellow. Now we know in our discard our yellow is here, so we... that is kind of hard. What about this one? 2, we would need 3. This is a... Oh, we can go here. We would need green. Well, we have 1 card in our deck. That would be very... we're not in a good position here. So what we might do is we might actually stay at the Cove. We're both going to stay at the Cove. So we each get a gold. We're not attempting a quest, but if we stay at the Cove, I can discard a card. We don't need this damage card at all. So I'm going to then get this new card. Then it goes to the cursed phase, and we're going to spend, I think, 3 on all the quests. So we pay him off. That did take 1 of our golds because we only gained 2. And then, because both of us stayed, there is a penalty and we have to suffer a morale. And it's the next turn. So maybe... Oh, and then at the end of our turn, we could get rid of a card. I'm going to get rid of... I'm going to get rid of the shanty card, I think. Then we have to shuffle our discard back into our main deck, and damage, not what I was looking for. Okay, we got a yellow, we got a rum, and another yellow. Well, that's unfortunate that I got rid of the blues, but this doesn't help us either. But you know, we're going to try this quest. So we're going to attempt it, and even though the bot can't really help us, I think we want to have him join us to help us take some damage. So I get the first card. The player always gets the first card, and they get a 2. So we have 2 damage coming. So let's hope we draw some cards. So we have to draw 2 cards. And I need a shanty. Ooh, okay. I don't think I have enough to play because I can only play these 2. So what I'm going to do, I think, is hold on to these cards. And I have the -1 crew, so that would be okay. So we didn't actually get to complete the quest. We're going to take 2 damage. I want to hold on to these 3 green cards. So we took 2 damage. The quest goes back into the row if you're unsuccessful. And we only have 1 gold, so I'm going to pay off just one of the quests, and we're going to take 2 morale in the curse phase. So not looking too good so far. We only have 1 quest done. These go into our discard. I'm going to get rid of this damage. We got a map. These cards go to the discard. We get a blue and a green. That's what we needed. And for the next turn. 2 blues. So we could actually do this, which is a harder quest. So that's 4. And we have 2 green. Yeah, let's do that one. We'll get more reward together. So we're both going to attempt this quest, which means that I get 1. Oh, that's a lot. They get a 2. I get 4 damage coming my way. I don't know if I can block all of that. So we just need to play this. This is 1 blue, 4 blue, so that's 5 blue. This is 2 green, 3 green, 4 green, so we've completed it. I absorbed 2 of the 4 damage. Unfortunately, that still makes me shipwreck, so we lose 2 morale from 6 to 4. These cards discard. We do complete the quest and get 6. 5, 6. I'm going to give it all to me so that I can spend 4. Oh, now it's the cursed phase. I'm going to spend 2 because we are low on morale. So 2 of my 6, and then 4 is going to get the figurehead. This is going to give us 2 blue cards into our deck, or our discard basically, and we can play blue to draw cards, which is going to make us more flexible. And then I'm going to, we get 3 life again during the rest phase because we were stranded, kind of get a new boat. And in the rest phase, we should have also replenished this. And we get a hand of 5. Damage is not going to help us. Run's not going to help us. Shanty will kind of help us. Okay. Unfortunately, 2 of the 3 shanty cards that the bot has is already gone, so it'd be good if we got one. Damage does nothing. Could try to do this if we get really lucky with the draws. I don't think we have a choice. I think we have to do this, and I should have replenished this. So we are going to start, and I hope we get a lot of shanties. Okay. First damage. We get 0. They get 1. We are going to start with our shanty card and a map card, and we have to draw some cards. Get a shanty and a shanty. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay, so we're going to play this one for action cards, and this one, I'll play it sideways so we know that we're not using it for actions but for draw. And we get 2 more cards. Well, that's what we needed. Wow, we really got lucked out into this, but the figurehead really helped us out here because we need 4 blue. Fortunately, Oh, we have 0, so we don't have to block any damage. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to this, and I'm just going to play the last shanty card. That gives us the 4 blue. Oh, we need a yellow. We do need one more yellow. We need exactly this. So I'm going to play the yellow. We draw 2 more cards. So this is our hand. We're going to get rid of the rug for sure. And now we have 2 plus 2 is 4 for the yellow. We have 4 blue. We complete the quest. Let's clean it up. It's a lot of blue right there. And what are we going to do? We are going to give the bot 2. And I'm going to take 4. I think. No, I'm going to take all of it. So in the curse phase, I have to pay this off because we're so low on the morale, which means that we have 4 to spend. We really need to get some purple. And of course, in the rest phase, we can take a look here. And you know what? I think we really need this spyglass for 3. Which gives us a map card, which is really good. And now our shanty cards give us 3 actions. Now the end of the phase, I'm gonna get rid of this rum card, doesn't do anything for us. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so we get, oof, this is not a good hand at all. Okay. We have no draw. Next turn. Bot gets 3 new cards. We don't have any yellow. We didn't get any green. So we have to stay at the Cove for sure. So we're both going to stay at the Cove. So we each get a gold. And then we're going to pay off all these quests. And the penalty for staying at the Cove is 1. Of course, I get to remove a card. I'm going to remove this damage and draw a card. I get the 3rd green. I'm going to remove this damage at the end. Because remember, you basically get to do that twice when you stay at the Cove. Kind of helps you set up for something. I'm going to do a little off-screen shuffle, really get it good, because we have a lot of blue in there. And then some more. Not cheating. Okay. And we get a card. There we go. We got a map. Okay. New turn. 1, 2. 2 maps. Interesting. Oops. And a blue. Not too bad. Maybe we can go for that one. Could go for this one too. Okay. What do we want to do? I think we want to go for this one while we have the green. But this one, we just need 1 blue, 1 yellow. We don't have the orange. And they don't have orange. And we just threw away our orange. So we know we have this one. So let's go for this. And the bot is actually going to stay because it's not going to help us at all. So at least we can get some gold. And we draw. Ooh, you know what though? We draw 2 cards. We're going to play a lot of green. But I think I'm going to have the bot join us. Just so that he can take one of these cards. Because we got a 3 and a 1. That would have been 4. Now we're going to actually block all 3. You can see right here, we block all 3 because we're getting stronger, and the spyglass lets us have +1 action. So this actually gives us 3 actions. We have 3. We don't need the crew member because the bulkhead that we have right here, this upgrade, that subtracts 1 requirement from the crew. We actually block all 3 damage. 3 is the highest one you can do. So we suffer no damage. We complete the quest. We get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna pay off 2, keep all 3 on mine. So curse phase done. These are the last 3 quests in the game. It's cutting it close. Oh, it's an easy quest. These 3, I'm definitely gonna need to buy. I should have replenished this, but it doesn't really matter. You can only have 3 upgrades. This quest is done. We need to buy. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give 2 of the gold to the bot so that he can buy the cabin boy. No, he's got quite a bit of deck. It's gonna be a while before he comes, so I will not get the cabin boy. I will get maybe the sailing master. I'm going to keep this card. We'll get a new hand size. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. New turn. I got a damage, a green, and a blue. Definitely want them to join us so they can get the gold. I just need yellow. Can I get a yellow? It's a good chance. Our discard pile only has no yellow in there, so let's go for this. We're going to go together. On this quest. So we get first, it's a reshuffle. So you take the deck and reshuffle. So there's a reshuffle card. You don't know when that's going to come up. So it really keeps the randomness of the deck. Maybe you get a bunch of 3s in a reshuffle. That's some bad luck. Maybe you get a bunch of 0s in your reshuffle. And that's some good luck. You never know. And then it's a reshuffle and redraw. So we get a 0. Talk about that. They get a 3. Now that's great. You want the bot to take 3s because they don't take damage. All right, we don't have to worry about that. So we're going to play our shanty card. Gives us 3 actions. We actually have 2 + 1, so we've met the requirement. We're just trying to get some map cards. So this will let us draw 2 cards. We get a shanty and a map. Perfect. We're going to use this to draw 2 more cards. We get a map and a rum. You can kind of trying to just put this here. Rum is off the, okay. So we've actually met the requirement because the damage, we have the 2 maps. And we'll end here. So I'm going to clean up. We take no damage because of the 0. Might be able to pull this off. We get 5. I'm going to give all of it to the bot. Bot's going to pay off in the cursed phase. This is gone. We have no more quests to put in here. These are our last 2 quests. The bot is going to spend these 3 to upgrade the modifier to 3. And then at the end of a turn, we're going to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first you get down to 5 cards. So now we have 5, and I'm going to get rid of the damage card. Then you're allowed to actually get rid of another card. And we get some shanty cards. Now remember, these can be played for drawing cards. So that's nice. So we're going to reshuffle our deck. And I can shuffle better off screen. Really get those cards integrated. And just to show that I'm not cheating, we'll do a final thing like that. New turn. We really need a crew member card, which we're probably going to get. If we go here, I think we got to try to attempt this. We have a lot of card draw. Okay, we're going here. We really need to not take a lot of damage. So our first card gets 2 for us. Notice we have to draw 3. So the bot gets 1 card, but he also got a 1. Then we get this next card. So we actually have 3 damage because you add them together. All right. We don't really have any green, so let's start. 3, and we'll use a map card to draw 2. We draw a shanty and a green card. I'm going to play this card this way to show that we're going to draw 2. We got our Sailing Master. We're going to play our Sailing Master, so now we have 1 crew, and remember our bulkhead is -1 crew. We've got the 2 crew. We need some more yellow. Well, I got the yellow here. Oh, no, we got 2 off screen a little bit. I'm sorry. 2 yellow here, 1 yellow here. So we just need the green, which I have. So now it's just really trying to get a lot of green. So this actually gives us 3 actions. So we're going to get more cards. And you'll see now at the end of the game how I'm going to have to start putting the cards like this. So you can see. Okay, so I'm going to put this. We have 2 more actions from this guy. I think we drew 2 cards. I'm not sure actually, but I'll play as we did. Sorry, trying to do this in filming is kind of hard. So we can play another draw card. No, we have our greens. We have all our greens that we have. No, we have a 3rd green in our deck. So we will play this and draw 2. We got our 3rd green. We put this shanty card, so we can play 3 greens. And these are the kind of cool combos you get at the end of the game. Look at all these cards we played with all these upgrades to be able to do this. We got our 2 crew, we got our 3 yellow, our green. We stopped 3 damage. All of this. I'm gonna need a good shuffle. Goes into the discard. We complete this quest. And we get, for that quest, we get 6. Now the bot really doesn't need it, so I'm going to get all of it. That means we have 5. I'm going to put 1 on the quest. I don't think I'm going to actually spend any of the 5. Remember, I can't buy any more of these, and I never replenished. We have the botswan. Oh, this card's good though. You can cancel a damage card. It doesn't really matter, but we'll buy it at the end of the game for 3. We have our damage and we have our bulkhead, so we're pretty much set for this. So let's get rid of 1 of the damage. See if we can cycle through our deck to get some green, just in case. Because, well, even if we take 3 damage, we would still survive. We'd have 1 morale. This is pretty exciting. I thought we were going to lose this at the beginning. We were having some trouble, but this is kind of how Pirate Cove happens, you know. Okay. New turn. Bot doesn't really matter because we can do this quest by ourselves, although he can join us in. He has damage. Let's do the quest. Let's draw our... We did get 3, so let's try to avoid some of this. We'll draw some cards. Our shanty card. I'll move this. We get 2 cards, 2 shanty cards. We're going to play another. We're going to play this shanty card to get 2 more cards. We got Sailing Master. We're going to play Sailing Master to get 3 more actions. So this card's completely done, so I'll start another kind of tree. 2 more cards. We got a hole and shanty. We're going to play a shanty this way to draw 2 cards. We got another hole. There's our hole cards and a damage card. We're going to play this shanty with these 2. And we'll take 2, we'll absorb 2 of the 3 damage. So we only take 1 damage. We complete this quest. I don't have to get the gold because we win the game. We did it. Yeah, that's a sample game of Pirate Cove. You know, these upgrades, they really help. The modifier track is nice for the bot, but it is pretty balanced because you can see as a player, you can play a lot of cards and you don't get that with the bot. But at the same time, the bot's very fast for solo mode, so you're not trying to do all of this a second time and trying to remember their upgrades. So it's nice when you want to play solo, but it's really fun 2 players. And there's a level 4 quest. These are pretty hard. You get these when you play cooperative. It's a little bit too hard for solo because the bot doesn't do as much as the player, so you don't play with them in the solo mode. And that was a sample playthrough. We got to 3 morale. If we would have taken enough damage, we would have lost 2 morale. But wow, we really pulled it out in the end. So you just got to make smart plays like that. And sometimes you got to get lucky. There's a little bit of push your luck with going through the cards in your deck. But you know which cards are in your deck. The starting card, you can see which cards got added. You can try to build your deck that way. Okay, thanks everyone.